grab my jacket, turn around, put him on his side, keep his head over. Now I have the remote again. I love the Cobra choke, as named by Gene Lavelle, one of the first grapplers or pioneer grappler in the United States. What I'm going to do, Mr. McMahon's on the ground, and I need to wedge out his elbow somehow, some way. See? So what I'm going to do, I'm like this. Now I'm going to take my left knee and I'm going to kick out his elbow like so, and over. Now his elbow is free from his body. I want to pull this elbow in and control his belt with my right elbow and step over his head like so. From here I have an arm lock, but I can also take my left hand, push his elbow down, control it with my sternum, come behind his head. Now I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to weasel it in beside his neck, like so, and then create a scissors or a triangle with my upper body. And that creates the Cobra choke. I can also go into knee in the stomach, or I could attack his back from that position. But what I'll do is I'll turn at an angle this way, so you can see how I wedge out his elbow. I'm here in side control. He has his elbows in. He's not fighting back. I bring his knee in and over, like so. I step over his head. This time, I grab his wrist. I shove it under, put this elbow on my sternum, and I grab his wrist. Now I'm going to go for a knee in the back, a knee in the stomach. He can't defend me in this position. So I can push his legs over, or I can just put his hand on the ground. Come up. Now I have a knee in the stomach. Now if I want to go for his back, I just come back and I grab his other wrist, and I do a head lift, come back. Go, and I have the remote. A lot of times you can come here, start working the choke, and he'll slide one of his hands across his neck. Do like a judo guy.
Oh, okay.
Come like that. And when he comes here, all you do is you take your sternum and you put it behind his elbow, and you're here. Now you can create the Cobra choke from the mounted position. Equally as good. Both hold downs are very powerful. Powerful techniques. You can also do the same thing here. Come back from the bridge and roll. He's here, and when he starts to reach up to grab one arm, go ahead with both hands. Like this, look. Come here. And you have the Cobra choke again. So. A lot of times we'll be working the puging position, and they'll try to pass your guard by swinging the other leg around. I'm going to show you left puging because it's more effective. Most people you fight are right-sided, so they're going to stand with this foot forward. And when you do puging to them. So I'm here, I'm working the puging. Let me work it at 12 o'clock, so that leg's all the way back. Okay?
Yes.
Right, like so, right? Now, what they're going to do is they're going to step around to try to pass your guard by swinging this leg out. Like so. Okay? The first thing you want to think about is maybe a leg push. And what you do, if you want to do this technique, is you sit up like so, and you just push this one foot out, this one thigh out. And he's going to fall flat on his face, like this. And then you just continue on up, like so, come back, and go into the rear mount. That's the leg push. The monkey roll from that position. So let me put it good to 12 o'clock. I'm at 12 o'clock. He steps over to try to pass, and you block his body with your foot. Then I'm going to pop his sleeves out like so, and just lift him directly over my head, and come up top into the mounted position. And that's how you do the monkey roll from the puging. Sorry, Mr. McMahon, I should have warned you first. Just slip a shock on your face. The last one's a foot sweep. It's important because this sets up your monkey roll. I'm here in the puging position, like so, at 12 o'clock. He steps around. I block his body. And this time I'm going to lift up with the monkey roll, but I'm going to throw him to the side. So I lift up, and then I do a foot sweep with my left foot. And come into the mounted position. So you have two different angles. Control his upper body by pushing his sleeve down and across. That way you can come back into the cobra choke you were asking about. First of all, I'll show you what a monkey roll is. Mr. McMahon will demonstrate. Yeah. Usually I'm here, and Mr. McMahon, and I pull away, and let me pull away this way. I pull away, Mr. McMahon sits up, and he scoots underneath me, and then pops me over. Comes into, this time, a knee in the stomach, exhale. You'll land in the knee in the stomach, you'll land in the mouth, sometimes you'll land in side control. It's very important to know how to counter this monkey roll because it's a very common way to flip you. The Portuguese word for these techniques is called espage. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go directly into a mount. My head's not being cut off, is it?
You're fine.
Okay, so Mr. McMahon has me in the monkey roll, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to step backwards and push his knees straight down, like so. And he's going to sit up, and I'm going to drop my knees right by his knees, and then I'm going to reach up, I'm going to grab his upper body, and shimmy up his body into the mounted position. Let's do it again at a different angle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm here, scoot back, I drop my knees by his knees, I tackle his upper body, and shimmy into position. Second one is very similar to the spider guard counter. I'm going to push his feet up, cross over, and come into side control. Mr. McMahon is doing the monkey roll, and I'm going to sag like this. Very important to learn how to move like this. Then I'm going to push his feet together, push one ankle so it's controlling the other, drop this right hand beside his head, and come into side control. At a different angle, his head pointing this way. I'm here, doing the monkey roll, sag, cross, go to side control. The last one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over his body. So you have to give me good energy because I'm going to go over your body. Okay?
What angle?
Let's do this with your head down this way. If I know, let's get down just a little bit now. If I know the guy's a monkey roll guy, you can tell, you'll be able to feel by the way he fights immediately. The way you can set him up is you come over, and what you're going to do is you're going to grab his belt and his lapel. And you step back, and then when he fires, you sit up and shoot in. You're going to come all the way up and over. So go, you need to really do a monkey roll. Okay, it goes up and over. And I go into side control or four-corner hold. Again, again.
Same angle?
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. So I'm here, step back, he fires, and I come over, hopefully into four-corner hold, like so. All right, hook flip. A butterfly guard. A butterfly guard is like this. Anything where you have both feet on the inside like this, and your knees are out, that's what's being called a butterfly guard nowadays. There's of course different techniques. And the most basic, most fundamental, most important is a hook flip. This, for some reason, has really taken off over the last couple of years. You see jiu-jitsu go through different phases, but right now you have to have a hook flip. Your training partners have to have a hook flip, and you have to know how to counter the hook flip, because that's like becoming a very important technique in both grappling and Valley Judo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hook my left foot in, like so, and I'm going to reach behind his body. I'm going to control his elbow with my right hand, and I'm going to make my body like a bowl, my back like a bowl. I'm just going to roll over on the left side and push him over. Again, let's do it sideways. I have him in the butterfly guard, and I switch over to a hook flip, and I roll over onto my right shoulder and pick my left foot up in the air and come over into the mountain. arm drag is similar, but I kick both feet out. And then remember, it's important to keep your body concave like a bowl. Let's do it from the closed guard. When you're in the closed guard, remember it's important not to step down on the ground. You want to slide out like this. Here. Now I have control of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push out. I'm going to stick my feet down, pull this arm across, come and grab his armpit. I come here, grab his belt. I reach behind his other elbow, and then again, I'm going to make a circle with my upper body and act like an egg or a bowl, but I want to roll on my back. Again, without any body. The motion is like this. This. You can't do this and be flat. And if you're flat, you're slow. It's a problem with a lot of judo and sambo guys. It's going to hit the ground. They try to work their guard with their back flat. And it generates too much friction. You're too slow. So from the closed guard again, I'm here. I slither up. Put my feet on his hips. I walk my shoulders out, stretch him out like this. I drop one foot in, 2 foot in, come and I grab his armpit, reach up and I grab his belt. And I take this other hand and hook behind his elbow, and I'm going to make a small circle with my upper body and roll him to the side into what could possibly be a cobra choke. The last one is going to be a leg lock from the hook flip. I'm here in the butterfly guard, and I'm in the hook flip position. Now I decide that I'm going to do a leg lock. So I pull this over and across. My knee rather, is on the outside of his body, but watch, I'm going to shift this knee to the other side of his body, bring it across his chest, and again, without flattening out, I'm going to roll him over to the side. Now I have a leg lock right here. So this one back over, here. I can also hit a toe hold like this. Okay, I'm here. I'm doing my butterfly guard, hook flip, put this knee over, knee back, grab his knee, sit up, control his other knee, and here's my knee bar, here's my toe hold. Okay.